Hi everybody, Brent Jones, New Home Source Realty. How are you? I want to do a quick Facebook Live about the status of the market as per if you are a buyer and what it's like out there and what you can expect and what's reasonable and what kind of attitude you need to have if you truly want to try to get a house in this market. Before we get started, click notifications, follow me, like this video, and leave a comment. Hope everybody is safe out there. I still got a little bit of this, whatever this is, so bear with me. But what I want to tell you is on my heart, and I just want to share it. So again, if I have a little bit of a scratchy throat, forgive me. But there's a lot of buyers out there that are getting beat up. It's a rough market out there for a buyer. And I want to try to give you some just kind of some common sense things that you could do to help increase the odds that your offer would be considered and possibly even accepted. Problem number one is if you're not a cash buyer, you're already at a disadvantage. Now, people are moving to Texas from everywhere, okay? And a lot of them have sold their properties from whatever state they're leaving, and they're coming to Texas with a truckload of cash. And they're willing to pay every bit of asking price, if not above asking price, and closing quickly. So that's your competition in a lot of cases. But if you're not a cash buyer, it can be frustrating out there. I mean, literally, I'm working with buyers right now, and we're seeing multiple houses and turning multiple offers and getting beat out multiple times. So let me tell you what part of the problem is, and then what my solution would be that could help you. First of all, you need to understand what's going on in the market. It's a seller's market. It's big time seller's market. The sellers have all of the advantages. The sellers hold all of the cards. If you want a house, we really got to play by the seller's rules. Now you're going to say, well, now Brent, I don't like that. Well, that's the state of the market. Now, will it change? Yeah, eventually, because I've been doing this for 32 years. And yeah, I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly. I've seen the pendulum swing all the way from it's a buyer's market to all the way now when it's an extreme seller's market. But we got to play by the current rules, and the current rules are seller holds all the cards. It's not 1970. And your family and friends, when they find out you're trying to buy a house, they want to help. And the way that they think they're helping is to give you their opinion. And God bless them. I know that they have the best of intentions, but with them giving you their uninformed, obsolete opinion and you following that advice, you're not going to get a house. We gotta turn in offers that are in line with what's currently going on in the market. It's not 1970. And if your uncle got a house in 1970 and they accepted a $10,000 discount in the dining room table, fantastic. I'm happy for your uncle. Now, let's come back to reality in today's market, and that's not what we've got. Now, here's some advice that I would give you. And first of all, let me preference this by saying, if you're working with a realtor, go ask your realtor. If you're working with a lender, go ask your lender their opinion. I just want to give you my advice, my opinion. If you were one of my clients, what I would tell you to do. But again, it's my opinion. If you're working with professionals, go ask them their professional advice. Now, here's my advice. To turn in an offer, don't ask for anything. Don't ask for anything. So what does that mean? Okay. Well, first of all, I would recommend, and it might vary, but really to be competitive, let me just give you kind of a blanket advice. Don't take a discount. They're not even going to entertain your offer. Don't take a discount. Again, it's not 1970. Don't take a discount. Again, listen to your realtor. They will do a market study and tell you what's a reasonable price. But if it's a reasonable price, what they're asking, offer that, if not more. Don't take a discount. You're not even going to get on the playing field. Okay? Don't ask for an option period. What does that mean? When you go under contract, you have you can ask for an option period, which would be 3, 5, 7 days to get the property inspected. I'm seeing the successful offers today. The buyers are not asking for an option period. So if you accept their offer, the listing goes from active straight to pending. Now again, consult with your realtor, consult with your lender, see if that makes sense in your situation. I'm just telling you what your offer needs to be in order to be as competitive as possible. The really competitive offers out there are not asking for an option period. You will get a seller's disclosure, and you can go through that as far as the condition of the house. But those are what buyers are doing to be as competitive as possible. No option period. Don't ask for a home warranty. A home warranty would be kind of basically an insurance policy that if the dishwasher goes out or disposal goes out, that it would be covered. Don't ask for that. It's going to cost the seller about $500, again, to be as competitive as possible. Don't ask for anything. Don't ask for closing costs. Really, that's been going on for years and years and years and years, that buyers are not asking the sellers to pay closing costs, but you'd be amazed. I still see buyers asking for closing costs. Don't do it. Again, talk to your lender, see what your situation is. But again, the really competitive offers, they're not asking for anything. Close as quickly as possible. Close in a matter of weeks, if that's possible. If you're going to go get a loan, your lender is probably going to need 4 to 6 weeks, but close as quickly as possible. If you're getting a conventional loan, talk to your lender, talk to your realtor, but consider waiving the right to terminate based on the appraisal. So, and there's a form that you can fill out if you're a conventional buyer that basically says, I'm going to waive my, when we have the appraisal, if it doesn't appraise at the agreed to asking price, contracted price, then you will waive your right to terminate and you'll still move forward to closing. Now, if you're an FHA buyer or a VA buyer, you legally, technically can't do that. But what you could do is when you submit your offer, if you do have the funds, the liquid funds, that you could, if it comes in below appraised value, you could bring that shortage to closing, let the sellers know that you have that ability. Again, the problem with FHA and VA is if it doesn't appraise, the buyer can terminate the contract. Sellers don't want to put up with that. They don't want to be, quote unquote, married to you for 4 weeks, and a week or two before closing, you bust out of the contract. They don't want that nonsense. And in this market, they don't have to put up with that. So whatever you can do to relieve their concerns on that, that would be best. But it's a seller's market out there. Here's a couple of solutions of what you can do if you're a buyer and you're getting frustrated and you're pulling at your hair. First of all, I have my preferred home finders program where I can go find you pre-listed houses. These are houses that are not on the market. You tell me where you want to be. Subdivision, school district, close to the airport, whatever, close to a golf course, close to a lake, whatever. You tell me what's important to you in a house. Let me spend my money to go find sellers that match your criteria, and let's see if we can find you a house that's unlisted, pre-listed houses. So contact me about that. Another possible solution would be, so you're an FHA or you're a VA buyer and you're at a disadvantage. There are programs out there that could convert you from being an FHA buyer into a cash buyer. One of them in particular is called Ribbon. Talk to your lender, see if they have that program available. There are other programs in addition to Ribbon, but Ribbon is one that I have used with my buyers and had great success. It basically converts you from being a FHA buyer and converts you into a cash. So your realtor could write up your offer as a cash offer. So think about how much more competitive that would make you. So there are solutions out there. Hang in there. I guess in summary, the main thing I want to say is be realistic. Understand it's not 1970. The sellers do hold all the cards, whether we like it or not. That's the state of the market. We got to play by their rules. Make your offer realistic. Understand you're going to have competition. And if you take a discount and you ask for a home warranty and help with closing costs and you can't close for 2 months, don't be surprised when your realtor doesn't even get a return phone call. Just be as competitive as possible. Do whatever you can to make your offer as attractive as possible. You might also want to give a little summary of your family. What a wonderful family y'all are. Here's a picture of us. Aren't we fantastic? Wouldn't it be great if we, as nice a people as we are, if we got to get your house and we love your house because you did this and we love that. We love what you did with this and that's so fantastic that you did that. It is business. It is dollar and cents. It is brick and mortar. But sometimes if your offer is competitive with others, the seller might want their house to go to a nice family rather than some out-of-state corporation. So emotions do come into play on this. So anyway, hope this helps. I know y'all are getting beat up out there. I know it's rough. Just remember, try to be as competitive as possible. Listen to your realtor. And I'm not going to say don't listen to your family and friends. That would be rude. I'm just saying listen to an